SWGOH Productions. Let's start this thing.
Hello there, everyone. All right. Let's just get this sorted because, again, I have not sorted out the settings like I meant to. So I think that is right. And I think that will be right? Question mark? You know what, right? This mixer I've got, it is good, but it's also very fiddly. Like, for some reason it won't work in percentiles. It'll just go between 2 percentiles very quickly. This makes it a little bit annoying. Alright. There we go. Alright, let's get the game on. Don't worry, we're not doing Colosseum. That was me just idling there for a minute. Let's go... So you know what? Let's go here. There we go. Alright, so we are up against Montreal this round. Now, I feel like this is a bit of an odd one. You can obviously see a lot of green. The only thing they've actually got going for them in terms of the summary, they're a higher arena rank, so, I mean, GG's, I guess. We've got over 100 more Zetas than them. With 700k more GP as well, just for, to be clear. Omicron's fucking G8 solely were 4 ahead. Gear 13's 304 to 289. Not the biggest of gaps. The mods, though. Mods were at 128 to 17 on the 25 pluses. 20 pluses 386 to 103. 15 pluses 609 to 298. These are massive gaps. That isn't the only thing that's a gap, though. Relics. They've got 3 Relic 10s. GG's to them. I've got 30 Relic 9s to their 13. They've got 3 more Relic 8s. Yeah, it is Big Sam. I mean, we've got so much green going on here. They've done a lot of Datacron rolls. I'll give them their due there as well. I'm not sure how much of that will be Pillars of War or how much they might be whaling as well. But if they're whaling, they've got to catch up a bit because they are 3 GLs behind me. I have not seen an opponent without the same level of GLs as me for a long time now. So they punched up. And I can only assume the Pillars of War Datacron set really helped them. But yeah, they're punching up. If we look elsewhere, they haven't got Jar Jar. They have got Ezra, so Ezra's kind of good for them. Got Dre. Okay. We've only got 5-star Levy, a 6-star Profundity. So it's hard not to feel on paper that this is one where if I don't win, I'm doing something really badly. But we don't know what they've set yet. So let's go here, if I can find where I'm going. And yeah, got the plan, or something ready to plan there. And here we go. Oh, by the way, that's interesting. I was assuming Montreal was a he, but maybe a she? Just fair game. Alright. So, clarity for my defense, because I don't actually think I went through this last round. Well, actually, I kind of did, because we'd been attacked. We've got Soaker on defense. We've got support level 6, burn meter level 3, stops great mothers, loads of armor pen. I'm happy with it. I can't remember last time if Ray got a hold. I don't think it did, but I was still okay with this team. I'm curious if it will do something. I was watching Zareth, I think it was, and the argument for this lineup, it went along the lines that, if I can find the line, here we go. Here we go. Whenever an ally inflicts a debuff on an enemy, all attacker allies gain accuracy up, yada yada, but then 5% offense stacking max 120%. So you think Dash's AoE, that is a shed ton of debuffs. Add in Sortie, even Cal's AoE, that is a lot of debuffs to get Ray really hitting hard. Why does my dog, no matter what time I stream, decide to bark? I kind of know the answer because she saw it was raining outside and said, no, I don't want to go out in the rain. Now she's probably crossing her legs. I will attend to her in a moment. Love Vader. Love Vader, okay, so nothing too crazy here. We've got damage on debuffs, attack level 6, armor pen. Again, nice and solid. We've got the Stranger. We've got the Maul FDC. All the way maxed, so it got a couple of holds last round. I think my opponent either didn't know what to do with it, or they were experimenting to try and find something that would work on it. I'm going to say, if we go south, I did try this, but I don't think it was a good idea. EP Mara, Darth Vader, Jules End, so yeah. We got Thor and a bunch of Rebel fighters. This has got an Attackacron, Terminator to begin with, and Armor Pen. We got Finn Zori with the Poe level 12. It wouldn't stop Old Republic to my knowledge, but it could at the very least rip up a few things that maybe people don't have. And then Jedi Master Mace, Attackacron, Bulk. I think they get a hold last round, so it can be pretty tricky, that. Hang on, let me move my cam. There we go. So, opponent's defense. We've got Mace on their defense, attacker level 6. Yep, Terminator to begin with, mishmash stats. We've got Malgus. Wow, that's a relic 10. Okay, interesting. We've got a support level 6, which only hits Bastila. Could be interesting. I personally like the tank Kron on that team, but I could understand the support Kron potentially being annoying. DTMG with a maxed out DTMG level 9 again. I respect that, you know. I've not actually faced this Kron at all, so could be interesting. The health secondary? It could be. I mean, with Malgus, he will eat that up. Yeah, 260k health. We've got Finn Zori with Poe. Okay. Actually interesting, they've got the Relic 7 Poe. Right, we've got Queen Amidala with Cupcron. Alright. Not bad, that. We've got Raver. Healer-Crom. Again, fair play. Jabba. Oop, backup set. I don't actually use Bad Batch on Finn Zori now. I've been using Old Republic, and they do, well, to my knowledge, they've been doing a decent job. I did feel a little bit scared last round. It wasn't the whole level 12 that they were using, it was an attack Kron. But that was the first time I was scared using it because they got Zalbar out, and I thought, alright, if Jolie goes, I'm done for. But they did manage to win, so one of those where I'm thinking, I'm not sure how much Poe stops it because they dispel the fear pretty quick, so you do get out of it relatively soon. Okay, Terminator support, I mean, not what you want, but it's okay. And then Ray, Bulk, Healer, Barris. Okay. Relic 10, Ray and Ben as well. Something tells me they like resistance. Either that or just them too. Alright, so let's get planning. So, my first thought seeing this is Leia. Let's give it... what do we want to give it? You know what? I'm actually going to use the Rexcron, because if I just bring the compare up again for a moment... They haven't got Hondo. They haven't got Ahsoka. They haven't got Lord Vader. They are all things that maybe... How do I put it? Maybe I'd be thinking about using something else because of those three being there. But no, I might as well just use Leia. So I feel pretty comfortable using that. Helicron could be a bit annoying there. I'm thinking maybe we do. I was looking for C. Yeah, I've only got C listed once with Bane here. Oh, what's on defense? Right, okay, so maybe I rethink that. I could go for Phoenix. My relics aren't great, but I do think once you get the 2-meter train going, you might be okay. We go light side attacker. Hopefully that's okay. We got jab jab. Jab jab, I was thinking JMK. I do think JMK could do it. I'm just not entirely sure what Kron goes with them. Temmin is just a waste. We don't want to use the Barris Kron because that's also a waste. So yeah, I think we might need to go for one of these not ideal ones. I mean, yeah, I don't want to just burn that, that's the thing. Not a good level 9, but maybe I could use... Actually, saying that, I can't even use that, can I? Maybe I can. Yeah, it's Route 4, isn't it? Right, I'm going to pick this one because it's the only one without the turn meter to begin with, so I figure let's throw that on. There's no droid, so all of that is a waste, but it's got armor pen, it's got crit damage, it's got protection as a kind of thing, so we'll see how it goes. Queenie. Yeah, I think we do great mothers on Queenie. Dark side support. And let's go crit damage. Pinzori, like I say, I'm going to lean into Old Republic. I feel like they've done me good when I've used them of late, so I'm going to trust them. Hey, Kader, how you doing? That's my gas Kron. So I think we'll go for that. Thanks for the resub as well, man.
We have a supporter. Thank you for supporting JJ's Productions. Thank you.
I might have set that up so it actually mutes the music. Oh, I've just realised I didn't move my cam. It's kind of in the way there, isn't it? Right, let's have a look at this DTMG cron, because I don't actually know what it does. I just remember reading long text equals good. So, at the start of the battle, all Imperial Remnants gain accuracy, potency, speed. Whenever they use a special ability, they all gain alert, which, if I remember right, grants them turn meter if an enemy gains turn meter. Or something like that. Wow, wait. You know what, right? I'd read the first line in terms of subscribed. I didn't actually see the 25 months. That is crazy. Yeah. Thank you a lot, Vader. That is incredible support. I might be wrong. I think it might only be Chris who's ahead of you on the, like, sub-ranking. And that's purely because, I think he was there pretty much when I started. Like, one of my first viewers. But yeah, that is crazy. Thank you. By the way, I haven't touched status. I am having a little drink at the moment. Long day today. And it's like, call it well, not family tax, that's harsh on my mum, but extended family tax. Alright, so whenever they defeat an enemy, they all gain offense. Alright, so we don't want die. If they're inflicted with a debuff, they recover health and protection. If an enemy is inflicted with armor shred, they all gain crit chance and damage. Whenever he gains insight, he gains offense and turn meter and ignores taunt. If he stuns an enemy, he'll gain crit chance and damage again. Okay. There's a lot there. A bit of me is thinking Queen might be the answer. Just as far as Queen will essentially go, you want to debuff me? Well, you've got to get past my Handmaiden. So yeah, I kind of like the look at that. Where's Shaq? There she is. Let's go light side. Well, actually, you know what? I was being a bit dismissive about the support cron, but let's throw it in. We'll do Cup, if I can find him. And yeah, let's use GMY, just for the fact that it's two supports, so they'll both give that little benefit, and yeah, I kind of like that. We'll see how it pans out. Not DTMG, Malgus. Honestly, this one just feels like a slam dunk for Maz. So, support, dark side. Actually, who knows, do we want that? Go on, we'll apply it, but I was actually a bit mixed then. I'm like, And then Mace, I think we then Seabane. Let's just throw Seabane in. We've got a Royal Guard cron. That's health. But yeah, let's say this all looks pretty solid. I mean, I've got, let me just look, 1, 2, 3 GLs unaccounted for, 3 teams available at the back. And I don't feel like I've gone under on anything except for maybe Raver. Maybe I could go a little stronger on Raver, but I don't really know what I'd feel as confident with. Maybe if I got Starkiller available, I'd maybe see her, but about it. But yeah, let's give this a go. Oh. So let's start with Leia on Rey. This one could be messy. I'm assuming this had... Oh, it was bulk. Okay, I was assuming turn meter, so we might be okay in that regard. We faced this yesterday, and the issue is you want to get Barriss out early so that you get rid of the healing immunity. But in the meantime, you've got Cal doing Cal things, you've got Ezra doing Ezra things, and you've got to deal with the Rey Ben stuff. So, yeah, it's not straightforward battle. But let's see. Alright, let's pull the locks. Let's pop that over there. Yep, fun is a word. It is a word. Yeah, I just totally love hitting Barriss like that and it tickling. Okay. Burn, baby, burn. Also, just another little fun interaction with all this. Essentially, because of us hitting Barriss with Leia, we're equalising, which means that we actually lose health a little bit. Only a little bit, but it's still annoying. Can I get a stun here? Ooh, very nice. Alright, we'll also do that for now. Ugh. A few things there I didn't like. Lock them down. Just hit what we can. Yeah, put that on Jen. Really not liking this health on Leia right now. Okay, still standing. Alright, can we... Alright, oh, one down at least. Alright, let's give that to R2. Hell. You have that just for a minute. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Yeah, really not liking this. I think we could get yeeted here. Just focus it there on Jen. This won't do too much. Oh, okay. Can I get a crit by some miracle? Okay. Well, we got one out. Alright, Ezra down.
We have a supporter here. We have a supporter.
I heard it, but I don't know what it's called, but thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, this is like dead and buried. Alright, we've got one out. Well, another one out, I should say. Just 2 Relic 10s to deal with. Alright. Very, very bad, but 13. Oh, hang on, let me rewrite that. Alright. Yeah, the lower relics maybe would have helped, but it's just a toxic lineup, that. Yeah, it definitely could have been worse. I mean, with just them two, I can clean it up with something. Looking at my options, feel like a Seer team might be enough. I might be coping, but it feels like it's got legs. Let me just tweak a cron choice. I think it might have been this. Nope. Was it Maz? Yeah. Let's remove it from there. And we'll just go for crit damage there. Okay. Yeah, fingers crossed C is enough here. I mean, I'm throwing in a 4 stars Inquisitor Barris, and these two I don't think I've used before this season in this context. But hopefully seeing Malikos up together is enough. I mean, the main toxicity with the lineup is the idea that we've got Barris doing Healer-Cron shenanigans. All the while, the rest of them are wrecking you. Alright, she's in the yellow. Gotta be wary. Ouch. Alright, it's a cleanup. 32. Alright, let me just fill that in. Did I just say 32? I think I did. Alright, I'm going to line up the next battle. I think we've got a little ad break running. That is annoying. I can't move it where I want it. Alright, actually, I say that, I think I've done it. Alright, let's get this lined up. Phoenix. 1, 2, 3, 4. Scoundrel. L3. I mean, I do disagree, but I like the joke. I'll give you props for the joke. Alright, so as long as we don't die on the opening, we're fine. The attack cron should help us just smooth it out. Okay. Pass that to Chopper. And let's just keep going. And pop that on Rex, because he's sexy. Put that there. I've said it before, I like this song. It really reminds me of Persona. Every time I hear it, I'm like, I need to give Persona another go. All right. I was going to say, I'm not liking the AoEs or lack thereof. Yeah, 4 Relic Delta, it's kind of showing as far as 7th is really resisting this. Might need to get a few armor shreds out. Really demoralizing when you see that protection go up. All this stacks of heal over time as well, it's like, ugh. So wish I could full auto this. Oh, we nearly got there. Yeah, this is why heal over time is actually scary. It's not even healing how you would be worried, it's just annoying. There we go. Right, bye-bye. 65. That just felt farcical, you know, but oh well. Alright, let's get JMK in here. I feel like this is always a silly question. Do we go for Kenobi or Mace? Like, my gut always says Kenobi because he's Relic 9, but Mace is kind of nice. I think we stick with Kenobi, but it is one of those where I can't help but always question it, you know, I mean... Not a lot between them. Kind of cool in a way. Alright, let's just hit Bush for a minute. I shouldn't. I've just realised I shouldn't have hit Bush. I should have gone for Chrysanthemum, but oh well. Let's pop that on Kitty Cat. Alright, let's put that there. A lot of thermals. Ouch. Okay, now I have just realised the mistake I made. I should have short ulted and I didn't. Oh. Right, that's a bummer. Alright, that will make any cleanup better, but yeah, I feel foolish. This was a winnable battle and I messed up. Yeah, definitely one of those where I just think, alright, this is my mistake. We've got the ult, so we can still go full cat. Still an ult. Oof. I mean, I made mistakes, but damn, Jabba was brutal. You know, sometimes Jabba will faff around, play with his food, or let the Rancor play with his food. Not this time. Alright, so I'm going to use Afra. For some reason it doesn't register Afra here. Are you telling me I haven't done an Afra squad? Apparently not. Okay, let's do an Afra squad. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and up to the top. Empire, Vader, 5v5. Alright, I want my bestest murder droid involved. Yeah, we'll use the Vader Crom. Yeah, we're using UIG. I'd actually put that on my list here. Ah, that was it. I did pencil in IG-88, but I'm like, nah. If I got a Relic 6 IG-88 and I could use this Kron, probably I would do it, but might as well use Vader. Okay. You can win without, like, preloading. You can do it from the start, it's just a little bit awkward. Okay. We'll do it now. I didn't want to waste it at the start. I thought if we got tenacity up, it felt just pointless exercise trying to debuff them. Yeah, that's safe. I mean, I feel like Afra, she really needs IG-90 to be good. Let's say that. I mean, I mentioned it last time. My guild's asked me to put a few TW Omicrons on. And I'm trying to do a thing where I go 1 GA, 1 TW. And Afra for BT... sorry, not BT, for not Trip. IG-90. That is one that I would be tempted to do, because I think there could be some benefit there. I will be glad when the support's prom is gone because of this. I mean, I do like Jabra as a team and what it actually does, but this Crom has just been annoying to deal with. I think in part it feels like an unintended interaction with what they put in. You know, like when you've got like a Hook Cartel Cron, it's like, okay, they give thermals and do things that Hook Cartel's teams do, so it makes sense. Whereas this just feels like something that was kind of like, oh, that made Jabba good. 43. Right, I could really do with being clean here. Alright, crit damage. Speed up on basic, support level 6. 10 meter, support level 6. Upcron. Hopefully, none of it matters. Alright, I don't see the point in wasting anything there. Alright, that was a beauty of a hit. Go on, we'll do that. Alright, that's a bit of a bummer. Let's just pick Cook. Yeah, I don't want to slow down Queen, so I don't really want to be hitting her. Alright, there we go. Oof, okay. Nice. Doom the Poncho Man. And say, never has a cup been so justifiably beaten. 65. Alright. Not my cleanest wall. And considering what I was saying before about unbalanced accounts, I will be disappointed if those 2 drops cost me. But let's see what they've hidden. Balin and the Stranger. We got Saul, sorry. Alright, interesting calls. Yeah, I had a feeling the Stranger might be there. I thought it's unlikely I could go 2 rounds without seeing it. I did hear some comments from someone about what was working and what wasn't. Could do with that, giving that a quick check. Okay. No clear answer where I am. So I'm thinking maybe we try Slacker. Queen, Queen we were penciling there, but I'm more than happy to move it if there's some data behind it. I assume we're talking attacker Cron. Oh, hang on, I've just put them back in here. I mean, I've got new batch, but they're R5, so it's like, ugh. I'll be honest, if I was picking a fight for Maz today, I would like to keep her on Sith Empire. It's really because of that, if you can see it, the Relic 3 Athano. I feel like there's just enough that helps that there. Yeah, I am going to attack a Cron that's light side. I could apply dark side one. Sorry, I'm just mulling it over. I know that what I just read was JMK's got... But JMK could work, but I've already used it. I'm just mulling this over for the future. Maybe I could have used Afra earlier? A bit awkward, that. I mean, if I could throw a support in here, or a support cron, that would be quite nice. You know what? I feel like I actually need to deal with Strange before I actually plan anything else, because I feel like that is going to be the headache here. It's where it's an interesting call from them putting it on the back wall. I feel like... I don't feel like I did wrong putting it up front. Even though mine's weaker, it's like... Yeah, you gotta deal with it before you move forward. Yeah, for supports, it's like... There is a benefit there. Gonna be a lot of dispelling buffs. I don't know, I get the feeling this could go to Hal, but let's see how it goes to begin with. See if we can prioritize getting someone like Visas out. Oh, wow, that was brutal. Alright, let's do that. Yeah. All right, that's one down. Okay, I feel a bit better now that that's gone. Yeah, the mighty cup. And his brownies this time. 65. I'm happy. Alright, cheers for that, Mol. I would not have thought of Queen. So, that does free up a lot now because... Like I said, we've got 3 GLs and 3 unaccounted for teams, so we could go... JML there. We can go Pirate King Hondo there. And we can go Blacker there. And that's still a lot left over. So hopefully we can regain some efficiency as well, because I have been very inefficient. Alright, I'm going to deal with the front wall now. Let's deal with Malgus first. So, Pirates. Alright. Let's see how it goes. I do need to build up my Thanos relics, there's no denying that, but I'm just hoping in the short term it's enough. Let's go for Bastila. A bit of blind never hurt anyone. One of my favourite things about Conquest of late, which is not a sentence I usually say, is being able to use this pirate team on Sith Empire nodes. It's just fun seeing them try to hit you and go, nah. That's why when the option of Maz came up from Maul, I'm like, I'm not sure I want to lose that here. Like, sure, JML could do it, but this is just the more fun option, you know? The only downside, you can't heal Immunium, so we are literally just trying to whittle him down. I will full auto, because I think that should help. Unless I've forgotten something that makes Malgus immortal here. I can't say I like how he's healed up. I know he heals on debuffs. I just thought if anything, we build up that much profit would take him down. I mean, I know Smee can't deal damage with profit, but I thought the others would start to benefit. Maybe this is where I'm neglecting Relic 10. I actually thought I was playing it safe though, bringing Smee with the Relic 9. You know, even if I hadn't got a Tharno with Relics, I had got a damage dealer, but it looks like the debuffs that me puts out are counteracting what we want. Yeah, this one's kind of frustrating. I thought it was going to be more of a slam dunk. At this point, he's just built his health up. So even if I got a big hit with Smee, it won't be enough. Well, all I can say is at least it's in the memory bank to not try again. Alright. I'll use the 5 first, clean this up. A little bit frustrated in myself though that I've got to this point. It's like I shouldn't have tripped up on something like this. Let me snooze that ad break. Yeah. I think it's where I would arguably just underestimated it a bit. I thought that Maz's kit would be enough on its own, and obviously there was more to it. Bounty Hunters could have been cheaper, yeah. Although, I think I did put Grief on defense. I can't remember if I put Grief or... No, I don't think I did now I'm thinking about it. It was... Oh, it wasn't that. I was tempted to find a Django. The weird thing as well, I wouldn't really find gas expensive at this point. I mean, I'm almost at the point of overkilling. Like here, I'm going to do Sea Bane, and this feels really bad because Bane is going to be out of commission for a few turns. So it's going to be a bit reliant on D doing the heavy lifting. Let's go for Jocasta. Alright, that's one. Alright, this could get awkward if they hit Bane consecutively, as it were. Okay. I'm gonna say Temple Guard, let him go. Thank you. And that is quite literally Bane a bit peed off. $67. You do not hold a Sith Lord captive. Alright. He's eagerly awaiting, yes. I think that's a good choice of phrasing. Alright, let's knock this out of the park. We'll poke OG Gideon. Bye-bye. Sadly, not enough to get Scout and Stealth that. Yeah, go on, we'll do that. $65. Very nice when you can just throw something like that around, you know. Alright, this is where the fun begins. Or ends. Tank Cron, crit damage stat. Let's see if we can survive the fear. I feel like Slacker's that for a lot of people for sure. I mean, this is probably the first round in a long time I haven't needed him for something. Usually it does feel a bit like between Slacker and Laird, like they're the ones I always have to sort of know what I'm going to do with. Ooh, okay. Not a fan of my Terminator tracker missing. Ooh, nearly. Doggo's decided she wants to get my attention again. I'm going to say, hopefully, we'll be okay. We're really missing that Terminator tracker, by the way. I love Juhani just casually nuking someone, by the way. There we go. 65. Right, I'm going to find out what my dog wants. So, yeah, BRB, folks. If I can find the button. Alright, hello there again. You're missing the near endless mod slicing mats from the original Galactic Challenges. I think I'm just missing the Galactic Challenges for what they used to offer in terms of semi-regular content. Like, you get an era challenge in your event list, it doesn't feel the same, does it? I can't say I'm, like, greatly in need of doing things like that, but it still feels weird. Bit of a weird lineup this, but I'm thinking, can I take advantage of the fact that I've got 2 IR relics? Yeah, I've heard what they're doing with them, and they seem to be making them worse, which is a bizarre way to go. Let's just stop you from doing things. Oh, okay, wow, okay.
Cause you forgot about us. All you wanna do is fight, bringing me down every night. Yeah, I think that I'd rather be alone.
Alright, we're not taking chances in terms of what we can see.
So I'ma make it easy for us both. Cause I don't even want your love, want your love, nah, nah. Want your love.
Yeah, switching the pirates to Balin.
Wasting my time trying to get you to give me, 'cause you don't want to. Yeah, get my point of view. I wonder where it all went wrong. This could have been a different song, and now I'd rather be alone.
Jacka, hello.
Even though I hate
I just got Balin. Is Hondo and Dengar good, or is it worth switching to something else? Assuming you haven't got Pirate King Hondo, OG Hondo is good with Balin. If you get Pirate King Hondo, then you probably switch them around, but switch Hondo over to Pirate King Hondo. But before that, yeah, they work great together. I think I'm still using them together in... Oh no, I was using them together in TV. Just remembered I stopped doing it when, obviously I was using Pirate King Hondo then. Yeah, I completely forgot. It was a Dumbo move. I feel like Balin's in that list of squads that I just... There's so many teams in the game, and Balin's just one of those that I have not memorized. I should, but I just haven't. Right. Speaking of which, I was going to say I've got Kira knocking about, and I mean, why not? Oh yeah, he's fun to use. I mean, I had a bit of fun using Hondo when it was with Balin. A bit less fun with Pirate King Hondo. I don't know why, I think that team's just a little bit different, the different flavour. Let's do that. Did they get loosened then? Ooh. Oh, I get you. Yeah, I mean, I feel like I'd relegated Balin to just being a soul counter, which I was kind of looking forward to not doing today. But needs must. He's got some fun capabilities for sure. I actually don't know why he's not listed on here. I mean, this is a squad I'll never use again most likely, but let's throw it in there. Alright. Save that. Alright, what we're going to do here, we've got Malevolence, Home 1, Negotiator. So, Prof, Leviathan, Home 1. Let's start at the bottom. You know what? No. One reinforcement. I told myself off last season for bringing in more than I needed. I'm listening to my own advice. Soldier. Yeah, let's make sure we go for Soldier. Okay, we can't because some packs there. How fun. Some matches are just wonderful. This is where I hope I can claw back banners. You're so close to unlocking Bane, you're hyped to finally use him. You miss so much going away for a year. Honestly, Bane, I wouldn't say changed the game, that's probably a little too strong, but he certainly altered the mentality of having a character that's solely for offense. Such a brilliant addition in that sense. I definitely underestimated what he could do. Home 1 is really solid at the moment. I mean, how I would view it, it's probably the next best fleet after the 3 meta fleets. Like, Hermit's defense planning. If you've got a bunch of people who've got B-Wing, set Home 1 on front wall. People will probably have to use something strong to take it down. Because they won't know if you've got Leviathan or something at the back. The only two things I feel pretty confident can hard counter it, Prof and Lev, and that's because Lev just stops all the attacks at a turn, and Prof stops the bonus turn meter. But FNL seems to have a chance at least, or Home 1 has a chance against. Okay, so 4-star B-Wing, you would need the extra ones to take down a Negotiator. Like, the ship alone won't do the work, it needs the ships around it. But if you've got them built, then it's got a chance of taking down a negotiator. Or maybe not being better than it, if that's what... I've just realised what you're asking. But it'll definitely cause trips, because people do have to be wary of it. Like I say, that initial perimeter burst at the beginning, that gets, from the Home 1 ult, that is such a hard thing to counter. You've essentially got to be able to resist attacks at the start. And even Executor can struggle, at least if it's been played on offense. So this potentially could cause some good trouble then. I mean, I was using it on defense when my B-Wing was 4-star. I think 4-star, it might have been 3-star. And my Drogon's Relic 8. But that's just kind of a happy coincidence, Yeah, I honestly think it has legs. Yeah, if it was me, I would be advising people, farm your Home 1 up. I mean, this is the thing, I even like the Negotiator fleet for what it offers. But it feels sad when I see this here, because it's a fleet that I know I should be getting max banners against. And Negotiator's got more flexibility than that. It can take down an Executor. But that alone for me is like, it feels a shame that it's on defense. I mean, saying that so many things can take his Executor at the moment, feels, but still. Alright, as expected. Oh, I didn't switch targets. Not the biggest of things, but quite whoopsie. Yeah, exactly. I mean, it can be a good backup option in Fleet. I mean, right now I've got Endurance on defense because, honestly, I think it's just better defensively, or at least based on the stats I'm seeing or hearing about. If you're going to swap one, I would probably take Negotiator on offense. Only because Negotiator could take down an Executor, like I say. The Prof, while being good on... it's definitely an offensive fleet, in my opinion, versus a defensive fleet. On defense, it will ask your opponent, right, have you got Leviathan? Have you got a... Well, actually, I was going to say Executor, but with the Rogue One, that's kind of moot if you've got Rogue One in there. Yeah, probably the best counters involve, like, Eye Bomber, just to stop the out-turn attacks. Yeah, I really need to try that one time. It's going to be one of these games where I've, like, got banners spare, but I remember Gerbil doing it. I'm like, I need to see if I can do it, Yeah, it will always be the case, isn't it? I mean, I think the other issue with Rogue One is that it's Bodhi and Power, is it? I think Pow. And if you haven't invested in Pow, Bodhi is another one that you got to up a bit, Alright, that ain't a good score. I mean, I'm not surprised I've dropped a lot of battles, but hopefully I've posed them troubles. I mean, 4 GLs on defense. They've got less than the full complement. What is it they've got? 7, is it? Yeah, they're missing 3, so let's have a quick look. Yeah, that Malgus one's a bummer. They set 2 here. And there wasn't one at the back, but it was a good team in Stranger, so 2 on defense and 5 on offense. So in theory, they could get through what I've set. I think if you've got the relics, it's a big first step because it means it's got some power behind it, and obviously the stars then increase it, so that is something. What time is it? Ooh, brilliant timing. We've just had me a guild refresh. Alright, let's hit these dudes. Just a little enough. I'm intrigued by it. Yeah, I'm not an Old Republic player, so I'm kind of just curious how she's going to be in the game. But I think part of the reason I'm less than hyped right now is my Old Republic faction in the game is not built up. So I've got kind of a dread in terms of if she is good, I'm going to have to build the team up. It's a very weird state of affairs when you kind of want something to be bad so you don't have to go for it. Okay, stop going for my player. Let's pass that there. You got more routes except Bastel and Jolie. I mean, I've gone relic, but it's that thing of, with Relic Delta, they're not ideally relicked. I know I will come across someone very quickly who's got like Relic 7, Relic 8, and I'm like, ugh. Alright, bye-bye. When you say give it her, do you mean Val? Ah, Claire. Right. I didn't actually know you could give it to Claire. I thought it was like a target of her allies thing. So essentially try and keep the shields off them. Okay. Yeah, I also didn't think you could target yourself with that. But I always thought, yeah, if anything, I thought you were meant to put it on Val. Because I thought it gave potency. Yeah, offensive potency. So I get what you're getting at, Sam. It's more, I think for myself, I'd always just been thinking potency to try and make sure, essentially, you land in the blind. Yeah, I think if Val was a little bit quicker, I'd be feeling comfortable in that regard. So say we mix the offense up for waste. Ah, okay, yeah. I don't feel like I'm doing a good job keeping all the shields down at the same time at the moment. Like, this one here is just not getting a hit. Okay. Yeah, I'll admit, I feel like I'm behind curve with Colosseum. I don't feel like I've got the knack of it, let's say that. Alright, so put this on Claire. We'll just throw the grenade. And might as well double down on that. Okay, well that one's looking like the lowest. I think part of the reason I haven't been going all out on one of them is I thought they had a similar mechanic to the cats. Was it Drydax? Right, that seems to be doing well. Oh. I mean, it's a high score. Let's just back at him in. I don't know if that's enough to do an upgrade. Alright, that could be nice when we get there. Alright, so do it on ourselves. Throw a grenade. And just try and blind them. Alright, this time I'm going to hold the blind back. Right, that blowed. Once the shields are down, more hits on the same target increases the target's hits. So you mean... they do more damage, you mean? Okay. Right, maybe a turn early there. Gotta be said, 1 HP damage blows. Like, what a terrible mechanic. I don't really get it. You know what happens with it, but hey ho. Kind of does feel like the game goes computer says no.
We can sleep under the stars, we can sleep under the stars, or hang out in hotel bars, driving somewhere in your car. We can sleep under the stars, we can sleep under the stars, under the stars.
Alright. Yeah, maybe. He's hanging around. No worries, Jacker. Gonna say, I'm probably on for another 10 minutes myself, so I get what you're saying. Hope you have a good night, man. Just realised I haven't actually got my clock on screen either. I used to have it, but I think I took it off. Let's put that. Would have been a nice time to get the line. Oh. Yeah. I think it's basically saying, no, you're not doing it tonight. Pump in a few more era levels. Alright, let's just spend some crystals and then I am clocking off. i.e. focus more damage instead of try and spread more offense. Again, so it's not something I've got an answer to, obviously. Yeah, I've not been enjoying them. The one that I feel is okay is the ATST. And the OTAS is alright as well. Yeah, it doesn't take too much concentration, if anything, you just sort of get on with it. Come on, good drops. Oh, lovely. I know I'm hoping I can get a multi 5-star. I mean, the only crystals I'm spending right now, I'm doing 3 100s on Cantina, as you saw. I'm doing 350s for Conquest. And then it's occasional if I want to force a mod through. But that's about it. I'm trying to get at least 5k every 2 weeks so that I can then pump it back into a marquee pack. I still feel like I'm not right with Stranger. I think I'm missing some stat targets. Doesn't help right now. I'm doing silly farms like this where I've got a really proddy mod and I'm just trying to see if I can polish a turd. Like, I don't think you could argue anything in that is good. Oh, you're on ad break. Yeah, I've been doing the same, just on Cantina refreshes. Well, Cantina refreshes and Conquest. So yeah, definitely could be more. Let's see what DCT has got. 9 and 16. That could go up. There we go. Like I say, if I can bump something up, it's worth saying in that case 100 crystals, but try and not do it. I like the idea of fast DCT, so I'm surprised that I haven't caught that before. he's an interesting character to me. I mean, he seems like an oddball, like if he haven't got Pirate King Hondo, but by all accounts, he was doing good with Afra. You know, you think with IG-90 as well, it's like there is something there, at least in terms of like a temporary home. Stranger should change things for you. I mean, last round I felt I got a good hold with him. Granted, I've got the Datacron for him, but I feel like even if you got a Helicron, he's kind of demands something. Yeah, I'm already sort of pondering what they're going to be. I mean, something tells me Relic 7's probably where it'll go, but I worry they could go higher. I mean, any higher, and it's like, I don't know if something will come out in the next couple of days that Stormtrooper Luke's actually decent, but my initial impressions are that would not be a character I'd like taking to Relic 8, 9. You know, it's like, ugh. I wouldn't mind 7. I think 7's fair game, but I think anything higher and it's like, ugh. It'd be very nice if they just told us what it was. Oh, hang on, I'm missing a step here, I think. The thing is, I don't know where they'd slip it in, because with Colosseum, it's hard to release ships at the moment. Plus, it's kind of all booked up while the era of Andor's around, so I don't know how they could just drop a ship farm in. It's not to say they can't do it, but it's just they kind of would have to break their own rules to do it. Man, these Focus Datacrons are expensive. 3 million data cache needed. Alright, well, I am done, to be fair. I mean, I'm not worrying about any of this. Oh, saying that, I didn't actually do my daily farm with Val. Did forget that. I'm glad I clicked there. What are we up to? 42 out of 85. Yeah, nothing new there though. Also, another thing that's just mildly irritating me, I cannot get over that 14 mil hump. It's been a couple of days now and I've just not got anything going for me that says, right, I'll just push you over that. Very selfish gripe, but still it's there. Yeah, really is. Ugh. Right. Oh, hang on. One last thing before I do clock off. I was curious, 121 days versus Porky as it was, 1,270. Wow, Yoshi's been on in the last 68 days. That was a surprise. Yeah, that didn't go far. Alright, let's clock off. Alright, so, thanks for being around, Sam. It's been good having a chat with you. Yeah, it's nearly midnight here, so I'm at that time where, I'll be honest, I've been up for most of the day, and also, I've got new glasses. And I don't know how other people feel about new glasses, but for me, it always feels like the first day wearing them, it's like, wow, it just feels really weird trying to see. And even though I've only had a little drink tonight, it's still probably not the best mix. So yeah, I'm gonna have a little chill. I was just gonna say let's go watch Scrubs, but I've already watched it. Alright, let's see if we can launch a raid. Let's see, raid. Well, this is an interesting one. We've got 3 big uns. Nooch, Calvin, and Scribble. Well, I think I'm going to go for Scribble just for the fact that I probably will watch him after. Let's go there. Alright. Just checking, we had the resub from Kada. Thank you very much for that, Kada. And yeah, back now Monday. So hope to see some of you then. Until then, have a good weekend. Bye for now.